This is a constructed tournament from a tournament series held at Portland Game Store in Portland, Oregon, called the Trials of Spring. And it was a series of 6 tournaments, each themed around set pools of avatars. So for each tournament, you could only choose to play avatars from a specific thematic pool. And this is a match from the tournament called the Forgotten. And what that did is it pooled all of the least played avatars from the first 4 tournaments and created the pool based on that. So the pool of avatars for this tournament was Templar, Battlemage, Avatar of Water, Seer, Avatar of Fire, Imposter, Spellslinger, and Enchantress. Battlemage kind of sneaking in there. Just the pool that it was in, I think the pool was called like the Mighty, maybe, so based on like power or battle mechanic avatars. For some reason it wasn't touched really in that tournament. So kind of like snuck in to the Forgotten pool here. At the top of the screen is local Josh playing a Battlemage with against another local Kyle, also playing a Battlemage here. Josh getting an early ramp here with settlers in a relatively safe position, as well as an early core, aquamarine core, out on the field. So it's going to provide a lot of early mana here, unless Kyle has a response. Kyle, with his own early core, bringing his mana pool up to 3, fixing his thresholds here, at least on fire. And both in a decent position, I think, in terms of building their mana pool. Josh may end up with a little bit more to play with here at the start. He's going to, start his turn here. He's going to activate the Frontier Settler's ability. So he's going to get that basically free sight from the Atlas on flip. He's going to activate the Battlemage ability to play another sight. So he's gotten 2 sights out on here on turn 3, and bringing his mana pool up to 5 at turn 3 here. So really strong ramp. 4 mana for a Royal Bodyguard hitting the table here. Bodyguard pairs well with Battlemage. It helps kind of absorb some of the damage that the Battlemage may do. Or sustain. The Battlemage likes to, what it wants to do is it wants to really get upfield here and start attacking your opponent's minions and removing them from the board, but also taking a little bit of damage. The Bodyguard can help mitigate some of that potential incoming damage that you would take, as well as just being a 4-power body, like a 4-power threat on the board. Kyle just a little bit behind on the curve here, unfortunately, despite having a decent start here. Currently 3 mana in his mana pool. And because I think he senses that he's a little far behind here, he's going to choose to play a Blaze onto his Battlemage and then activate it to move with the plus movement. And do an attack. I think he's trying to get rid of the Bodyguard. He is moving past the Troll Bridge, so it's going to force a discard, or he's going to have to take 3 points of damage. And I think unfortunately Kyle didn't execute this in the most efficient way that he could have. So what he did was he declared an attack with his Battlemage, like moving all the way through the Troll Bridge, attacking Josh's Battlemage on his home site. And what's going to happen there is that the blaze will activate. It will deal 2 points of damage on departed sites to the bodyguard, and then the bodyguard will also soak up 3 points of damage coming into the battle mage. However, Josh opted to just block with the bodyguard. Bodyguard takes all damage. His avatar takes 0 points of damage, and then it removes the bodyguard from the game. But Josh's avatar also deals 3 points of damage in the fight. So Kyle takes a whopping 7 points of damage to get a removal on the bodyguard minion, which was probably not a great trade there. And I think he could have minimized the effects on that by just maybe moving past and then declaring an attack onto the moving past to the home site and then declaring an attack on the bodyguard itself. That way he would only have taken 4 points of damage and had the same effect, and ended up on the Troll Bridge. It looks like they initially missed the trigger on the Troll Bridge during that interaction on Kyle's turn. And instead, they're cleaning that up on Josh's turn, and I believe Kyle opted to discard a card. Looks like he discarded Cage of Sidrak. Josh taking a reposition with the Settlers. Playing a Goswit Helm on his avatar. Goswit Helm can be potentially difficult for Kyle to deal with if he doesn't have an answer for it. It is going to protect Josh's avatar from like the first strike it's going to take each turn, and then bounce back to his hand so he can keep replaying the Helm as long as he has the mana to do so. So that does create a tough position for Kyle to be in, especially since he committed to kind of moving his avatar all the way over to the other side of the board here. Choosing to cast a sight, bringing his mana pool up to 4, playing Plate of the Whale. They're having an argument about the card, or they're having a discussion about the card, not an argument. Josh is saying that his battle mage is now immobile because it's wearing the plate, but I think they're misreading the card here during this game. Plate of the Whale, I think it says it's immobile unless it has more than 3 power, or no, it's immobile if it has less than 3 power. So because the battle mage has 3 power, it meets the requirements, so it's not going to be immobile. So I think that was just like a misinterpretation during this game. But their understanding right now is that Kyle's battle mage is currently immobile. So Josh continuing his advance forward here, getting in a point of damage with the Frontier Settlers. Frontier Settlers already did their job just by getting their initial land flip ability off, and now he's just kind of eking out some additional value from them while he can here, since the piece is still on the board. Looks like Josh has a Ruler of Thule in his hand, and yeah, he's deciding to play it there. Taking a step across the back border there and attacking with both the Ruler and his own Battle Mage. And I think that's going to be 7 points in. 3 from Ruler, yeah, and then 4 from Battle Mage with the +1 from Ruler of Thule. Kyle getting dangerously close to the door here, and again, I think he's really far behind in this game. Unfortunately, Josh has just been able to set up the game the way he needs it. He has a well-established mana base. He has his Battlemage equipped with the Goswet Helm, and then he's just free to now like play some strong cards to exert more pressure, like the Ruler of Thule. Kyle with a response here, going to play a Saracen Raider to attack and trade with the Ruler of Thule, just to remove that piece from the board. And then Kyle choosing to hit for 3 on Josh's home site there. Again, I think they are still thinking that his Battlemage is immobile, so that it can't move, but it can at least attack the site that it is currently sitting on. If they didn't think that, if they weren't under that assumption, I think it might have been a stronger decision to choose to do the move and attack the Valley of Delight instead. Josh beginning his march back towards Kyle here to kind of try to pin him when he eventually gets to the door. Playing out an Ino, and end of turn it will use its ability to take a step across border there, the back border, and gain stealth in the process. So again, a dangerous position here for Kyle. It pretty much guarantees that Josh is going to be able to bring him to door on his next turn here. Kind of no matter, almost no matter what. I mean, Kyle could play some blockers to try to prevent some damage coming in, but he's got Ino to deal with. He's got the Battlemage to deal with. And then if Josh really needed to push a point of damage in, he could also still continue to push it in with the Frontier Settler. And Kyle, again, didn't get the ramp that Josh got in this game, so he's still only setting at 4 mana. 4 mana can be okay in a Battlemage deck. You can potentially do a lot with that. He's using a blink just to cycle and draw a card. He's like, I think he's fishing for any sort of answer that can get him out of the situation. I think he's okay. He's changing his mind. He's electing to take advantage of the teleport ability on the blink to move nearby. And the last 2 mana, he's equipping the toolbox, and then attacking the site, attacking the Valley of Delight for 3 points of damage, just to continue to get in some damage as he can. Unfortunately, no blockers for him here. Josh choosing to bring him to door with Ino, and I suspect he's doing that so he can use the ability from Ino at end of turn here to move across the board again, give Ino stealth, and a stealth minion near Kyle's Battlemage makes it very difficult for him to deal with, because it's an undefended attack if allowed to attack in. Yeah, so he's setting up there with that. The self-same, it was a silly move. He self-samed the Frontier Settler. And again, just to put a body right on Kyle's head there, to threaten to to threaten to be another attack coming in for the final blow here once he gets the door. Yeah, Kyle playing a Flaming Sword, so +1 power brings his Battlemage to 4. It does activate the second half of the Plate of the Whale ability. So the Plate of the Whale, I think it prevents the first strike. Yeah, it prevents the first instance of damage each turn. It's similar to what Goswet Helm is doing, except I believe it doesn't bounce back. It just negates that first strike. Decent play from Kyle. I think at this point in the game though, it's almost just a little bit too late here. That was all 4 of his mana. So that's kind of the only play that he can make if that's what he's going to do on this turn here. He's going to attack just to remove the Frontier Settlers, draw a card, and then he's going to pass the turn here. Josh finishing the game here, Frontier Settlers for the first strike to negate, and then attacking in. So game goes to Josh there. Kyle showing the card that he drew, which was a Poison Nova, which he's laughing about because that might have helped him stabilize the game if he would have been able to remove a couple more of those pieces a little earlier on. Fun game to watch. Battlemage games can be pretty fast sometimes, and I think that unfortunately, I think Josh he got the ramp and the early pressure that he needed, and it took Kyle just a little bit longer to set up his game with his version of the Battlemage deck here. So that was one of the games from the Forgotten in the Trials of Spring tournament series. I only have footage from this one game. Eric over at Wizards of Fun, I believe, attended this tournament, and I think he also recorded at least one more game with him playing. But I don't know if that is edited and posted on his site yet. I'll go ahead and link his site just so you can check out his content. He does more local and national sorcery coverage. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.